All right, welcome to Friday at the Firm. I don't know if that's the official name.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's got a ring.
Where anyway, this is the name of our firm. This is what we do on Friday afternoons when we have nothing going on and no client meetings.
Later Friday afternoon.
Later Friday
afternoons. That's right.
Let's just get that clear so we don't get text messages from somebody. Oh, you're drinking. No, that's not how it works. We don't have any client meetings on Friday afternoons. We do occasionally, but not very often.
It's a rarity.
Yeah, it's super rare. So when we don't, we all get kind of our week wrapped up. We actually review bourbon. So last week we did Angel's Envy Rye, which is very good. So make sure you check that out. Well, actually, I liked it. These two guys thought sort of mediocre.
I think
right?
we all liked it, but it was a little on the high price.
I mean, I
side.
did rate it a 7, so I wouldn't call that mediocre. For
no, agreed.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this week, I happened to be in the liquor store. I'll give it. It's Penelope. Fairly new. I've really never. I've not seen it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
When you said we were doing that, had never heard of it.
Yeah. So I happened to be in the liquor store. I was actually buying the Angel's Envy Rye, and I came across. And actually, the guy was standing there. He goes, "You want a really good bourbon that is going on allocation?"
Yes, allocation. Right.
Yeah,
I'm
allocation.
impressed. You got that word right.
Yeah, see? Yeah. So it's going on allocation across the board, which means today you can walk in there and buy as many as you want or whatever they have, but next month you will only be able to get one per visit per person. So
Now, was that the barrel strength one, which is what we're going to do, or was that all the Penelopes?
He didn't say. There was only two. There was a barrel proof and then one non. And he said he liked the barrel proof better. Yeah. But anyway, so I bought it and I thought, well, let's just try and do a review on it, right? So anyway, I don't know much of the story behind it other than the guy said it was really good. And so Chris has done a little bit of quick.
Yeah, about 30 seconds worth of research.
30 seconds more than I did.
It's only the company's only about 4 or 5 years old. Apparently, the guy had a baby girl, and they named her Penelope, so they named the place after that. I know that they are sourcing, and they put this on their website.
Yeah.
They're sourcing where they make it up at MGP up in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. And then it also looked like, although it didn't say this, down at Bardstown Bourbon Company, which is a big place for sourcing lots of stuff made there. I have had at our bourbon night, I've had the regular run-of-the-mill Penelope, and everybody liked it. So I'm looking forward to this one because I usually like the barrel strength stuff.
Yeah, and it does say on the back of their label that it's a blend.
Yeah, it's a blend of mash bills, not a blend of barrels, though. This is all coming out of one barrel.
Right. Yeah, and just say that it's a minimum of 4 years. So they do. So clearly, they're not making their own spirit, right? They're getting it, but a lot of bourbon companies are that way.
Absolutely.
There's no fault to them, right?
No, a lot of them are like that.
A lot of them are like that, where they buy stuff.
This one is interesting, though. This is what they call a 4-grain. You don't see too many of those out there, and they tend to be hit or miss.
Explain what a 4-grain means.
4-grain, you've got 4 primary things that are used in different bourbons, but you've got the wheat, you've got the malted barley. You pretty much see those everywhere. And you've got the corn, I'm sorry, not wheat, corn.
Yeah.
And then you either have wheat or rye, but you usually don't have both. This one has both.
Okay.
So, it's a unique flavor profile, and I'm sure they get that from blending those mash bills together.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's try it. The smell of it it's not overpowering.
No, it's not. It's very light.
Yeah. And it's
all caramels, what I'm getting, but it's not a lot.
And while these guys are trying it real quick, so just so you know, we are attempting to put together a list of all the bourbons we've done over the,
That's great.
year we've been doing.
Ooh, that's good. It is hot.
Y'all totally interrupted me.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
Couldn't help it. You told us to try it.
If it was bad,
we are putting together a list of all the bourbons we've had, all the bourbons we've done, how we've ranked it, and a little bit of flavoring profile, and I believe the website where you can go look at it. So anyway, if you want that, make sure you watch for that because we'll be posting that out, and you can just zip your information to Whitney, and Whitney will make sure they get it to you. But anyway, that should be available, I'd say, in the next couple months or so, because it takes a while for us to go back and do that. We should have done it from the beginning, but we didn't. So
better throw it up here. See, Miss Producer's out today, so I'm having to drive the bus, if you will. That's pretty good stuff.
It is.
It's not complex.
I'm actually very surprised.
It's
because
not.
Normally barrel strength,
Not your thing.
That's not my thing.
Yeah.
It's just too hot.
It's usually the burn just too hot.
Yeah.
It's hot, but it's nothing like what I anticipated it being, especially with it, we're talking about it being the company, and I've never heard of it,
Right.
for one. But it's pretty good.
And it's not that old. This is a 4-year bourbon.
Right.
Usually the younger stuff, when it's real hot like that, you get that burn that goes all the way down. This is not. The burn stops here, which I like.
Yeah, this is good.
This is good. This is really good.
This is one of those that's interesting. I don't know if it's a carryover from 30 minutes ago when we did Angel's Envy, but this one it's hot, not like super hot, but it's one that's like just caked on my tongue right now.
Yeah, I can
Like
still
feel
still
the
there.
burn on the tongue.
Oh, wow.
It's not bad.
No, it's good.
And if you drink bourbon on a regular basis, you're gonna have a little bit of burn. That's just the alcohol in it,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
And so, but I feel a little bit of it's like it's still sitting there. Like I can.
It's like
different.
it's like you've still got it in your mouth. You can still
Yeah.
taste it.
And it was sweet, too.
I like that.
A little bit of a sweet flavor, a little sweet background to it.
This
definitely
has got
sweet.
rye in it, but there's no spice that I'm tasting. This tastes a lot more like a wheated bourbon.
Yeah. This is definitely, I can definitely take sweet, though. It's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
sweet.
for sure. Yeah. All right, did you guys put ice in there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't tasted it yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill this out real quick. It's good though.
Honestly, after I got the ice, there's almost no, I don't even feel the burn anymore. Like, I don't even feel
Most
it.
of it's
not as
gone.
hot.
I've still got a
Yeah.
little bit. There are some flavors coming out that weren't there before. And actually, now I'm getting a lot of burn in the back of my throat now. It's like almost on the end. That's
Isn't that
really
weird?
good. That's
it's so
really
strange
good.
how bourbons will take. They totally change. Like we'll put ice in some bourbon and it totally takes the flavoring away.
Yep.
Some brings out more flavor, and now you're saying you feel more on the back end than
Yep.
you do the front end. So it's so odd how that happens.
That's what makes bourbon fun. You know what I mean? That's now, Brian. How much was this?
It was $60.
$60.
Yeah, $59.95. Now you might have it a few dollars different depending on what liquor store you go to. Oh wow.
This one's going on the bar.
This is good.
Yeah. I'm the liquor store around the corner from where I live usually has this stuff there because nobody's discovered it, and apparently it's about to be allocated.
Yep.
And if
Well,
anybody-
I don't know if it's across the board. Did they
Right.
like it across the board, or
I don't know.
I don't know how that works either.
I think every company has their own rules for that. But while I know I can get this because I'm going to be able to go get it before this airs, I think I'm going to go pick a bottle of this up. This is good stuff.
Yeah, it's so. I'm with you guys. It took away the sort of burn that kind of stuck on my tongue. It's
Yeah.
not there anymore.
Yeah.
It almost is maybe a little bit sweeter with a little water in there or with chilled than maybe the first go round, because I think the first go round was maybe a little. You could tell it was sweet, but it was a little spicy. But now it's like a little less spicy and a little bit more sweet. Is
Okay.
what I'm picking up. But it's for sure the whatever sat on my tongue after that is not. Yeah, I'm not getting
I can
that.
tell you, most things you say, okay, I like it better neat, or I like it better,
Yeah.
with a little bit of water or an ice cube in it. That's good both ways. I like that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's for that price point. That's really good.
I'm not normally a barrel strength.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
are a few that I like,
Right.
but it's not like my go-to bourbon. This one's really good. So
That
I'm
is
going to
really
go
good.
ahead and
Yeah, that's
start the rating.
That's
If you-
yummy.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
guys are okay with that?
Absolutely.
I'm going to give this one about an 8.5. So
Oh,
that's,
wow.
that's one of the highest.
Okay. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
one of the highest
It's
ones
definitely
I've
your
given
highest
out.
barrel strength.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of
Yeah.
the highest ones I've given out.
I know somebody
That
stopped by the
is-
liquor store on the way home
Yeah,
today.
that's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
So-
very good. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I'd probably go 8. It's up there. This is, as you guys know, if you watch anything, I like my bourbon neat, but I actually like this one better with ice. It's still very good, but I like it better with ice. So I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be the 9 like I do Bullet 10, because Bullet 10 is by far my favorite. But this is really good. But I like it with ice. I think
Now,
it's
if I'm
better
just
with
sitting
ice.
at home drinking this bourbon, I'm going to put this on ice too. So I'm just
Well, that's how you like
that's
it.
how I
right?
usually
yeah,
like
yeah,
it,
yeah.
yeah. So.
And you know what? Either way, I thought it was pretty good because it tasted different to me once I put the ice cube in it. Right? There was less intensity, but there were more little flavors that I was picking up. That was good. I'm going to go 8 as well. This is. I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to, because this is only 4 years old, when this product is 10 or 12 years old and it'll be more expensive.
Right.
I'm looking forward to that because as that complexity develops, this is really going to be good stuff.
Yeah, the odds of this getting a 10-year are what? Because this is a blend, so they're basically they're buying it somewhere else and putting it together.
Well, I mean, the way that works when you're sourcing it out, so they're blending the different mash bills and then they're putting it in the barrel. And the longer that barrel sits there in that rick house, the more it costs them not only to keep it there, but also, you're losing that angel share, that evaporation. So there's less of it left. This will be if it sits there for 10 or 12 years before they actually bottle it, this will be 120 plus a bottle. Easy.
Yeah, I just look at these newer bourbon companies and look.
Can they wait that long?
Exactly, because they're putting all this stuff out at $60 a bottle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Can they? I'm sure they'll have some sort of barrels that they'll let go out 6, 8, 10 years.
Yeah.
But when you look at a barrel that sits there, it costs you X amount of dollars per month in inventory loss and cost of sitting in a rick house versus letting it go it's getting ready to go to allocation, which means it's basically buying up all they can produce
right.
at $60 a bottle. Of course that's not what the firm gets paid, but because that's retail. But I got to believe that I think some of the older bourbon, if you got an established
the big monster companies
that can afford to have
sure.
inventory sit there. But when you're a startup or you're fairly new, I just don't think
you got to get the product out.
Yeah, I just think
and I know you're right, but I'm really hoping. So if anybody, it looked a little bit like a family business. If any of y'all catch this, please set some barrels aside and let them age. Because this is going to be fabulous when it gets older.
Here's the thing, too. You guys heard me when you first brought that up, and I never even heard of this. I literally looked at it, and I saw it was barrel strength for one.
Yep.
2, I looked at it and said, I've never even heard of this before.
Yep,
right.
The first thing I looked at you guys and said is, good thing we got our little refrigerator over here with Coke in it, because I might have to bring the Coke out. And I couldn't be further from wrong at this point in time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please let some of this stuff age even further because it's fantastic as it is. And I cannot imagine how good this will be if it gets old.
Yeah, whatever formula they're using to blend all those those mash bills together works.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, it's 2 thumbs up for sure. Yeah, I mean this is one that's $60. I got to believe that this is only going to be $60 for the next until it gets out. Until people start trying it, and look, as soon as they say it's going on allocation, the price is going to go up because then there's going to be more demand for it because you think it's good just because it's on allocation. But it's worth it. I mean, $120, $100, yeah. But $60, it is.
I don't know if I'd spend that much.
Yeah, it's worth
But
it.
I'm going to go buy a bottle tonight.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. So anyway,
outstanding stuff.
Yeah, it's very good. All right, that's it for another week. Make sure you tune in every week because we review bourbon here in the office. Last week was Angel's Envy Rye, so make sure you check that out. We've done some pretty cool ones. I have been out, but Chris and Eric have done plenty over the last several weeks. But anyway, make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out every week. So if you're watching on YouTube channel, whatever, just hit subscribe and you'll get all the latest content. If you're listening to this podcast, just make sure that you rate, review, whatever. I don't know what all.
Eric does that so much better than we do.
Because he's a millennial. He's a millennial.
That's true. He's a millennial.
He does it better than me too, though. So
he's a millennial too. But anyway, just make sure you tune in every week. Share our content. We appreciate that because the more you get it out, the more people get to watch it, which we appreciate. So anyway, that's it for another week. Have a good week.